In Hollywood, this is called the money shot. That dramatic sequence at the end of an action film that lures you into pulling money out of your wallet and buying a ticket. If it works, there's big money for the producers. In this case, the makers of the new film, Jaws 3D. But there's another reason why it's called the money shot. It usually costs a lot of money to film it. This is Orlando, Florida, and Home Box Office is here to show you just how difficult getting the money shot can be. Near the grounds of SeaWorld, Alan Landsberg Productions has built a huge tank and filled it with 1,600,000 gallons of water.
Get this one in place first.
Nearby are 150 people, carpenters, welders, divers, set designers, and the rest of the small army that it takes to make this $16 million film. Making sure the money shot comes in on time and on budget, everyone in Hollywood thought was a natural.
It's going to actually take the viewer and put him into this picture so that he's really in an environmental picture, the most expensive 3D movie ever made. But in addition to that, when we come to the points of excitement, generically, as part of the dramatic story, we will bring the object from the screen out into the audience, like the shark. Come right through the screen and land in your lap.
It's that kind of realism that makes a money shot pay off. And to get that kind of realism in Jaws 3D, Oscar-winning actor Lou Gossett and actress Lisa Mora won't rely on professional stuntmen. They're going to try to do it themselves.
If the camera's going to be on this side, I've got her like so, on my hip.
Right.
In the film, the money shot lasts only 20 seconds.
You can tell me, how does the door open?
But here, in the planning stage, describing what's about to be filmed takes longer.
The shot we're going to do here today is the end of the part of the finale of the picture. A shark, the shark, Bruce, the great white, bursts through a control room, which floods water into a control room, trapping Dennis Quaid, Bess Armstrong, Lou Gossett, Lisa, and somebody else, Alonzo.
To accomplish this, we've taken the back half of the set, we put it on a giant crane, we have a dump tank.
At the right appropriate time, we will douse him from the top with water. There'll be this tremendous ton of water, and drop the set to the bottom of the tank.
We've got hundreds of thousands of gallons of water rushing in.
We both get pushed by the forces of water to the back wall.
And there will be certain people killed, not in just in the film. Let me start again. Take it from the beginning.
Well, anyway, our control room gets flooded.
In other words, what's needed here is water. Lots of water. To get the effect of a shark breaking through the control room window, a bucket will dump water on the actors from above. Then the entire set, covered with a tarpaulin now to keep out the daylight, will be dropped to the bottom of the specially made tank. It'll take planning, rehearsing, and a lot of equipment.
Okay, let's go. We're ready.
As the crane prepares to lift the set and get it into position, the tension that goes with any new stunt begins to show.
Everybody stand by. Let's take it out.
The tragic deaths of Vic Morrow and 2 children during the filming of the new movie, The Twilight Zone, have not been forgotten. Everyone on this set is taking a little extra care.
What you're going to see today has a potential of danger because it's dealing with water and steel and a crane and all the rest of it. We're going to do it dry without anybody on the platform. We're going to lower it into the water. Try and analyze the force of the water and what's going to happen. Secondly, we're going to put in stuntmen, underwater safety divers and stuntmen on there to let Lou stand up there with Joe to look down and to see what the potential for water rush and all the rest of the turbulence that's going to go on.
The pressure of the water coming in during the first shot is unknown until you feel it. Everybody has taken every precaution. And I personally feel safe, but you still don't know.
These guys gotta get around there with these ropes.
If, in my estimation as producer, ultimately responsible for what happens on the line, feel it is too dangerous, we won't do the shot. We have stopped some shots from being done rather than take a chance.
You'd better say that, because here recently we've had too many accidents in our motion pictures, and they don't have to be. It's still, we sometimes forget that it's still an illusion. And no matter how real it looks on the screen, it must remain safe so that we can do another show after this one's over. So this is my last day of work. I don't want it to be my last day.
Hold that. That's good.
Finally, the set's in position. With the producer, the director, the actors, and the rest of the crew looking on, it's time for the test.
Go ahead, hit it.
The turbulence inside the set is much greater than anyone expected. Divers get tossed around. Wetsuits are torn.
Okay, we have a problem.
All right.
Pretty violent.
Yeah, I thought it was going to break that, I thought for sure it was going to break the camera off the head.
We lost the video.
Really?
I don't want to do it the way it is.
Woody Clifton.
Steve, can we go downstairs and have a private meeting, please?
The producer, director, and actors leave the set to talk among themselves about what to do. The crew waits. To lose the day will cost the production company thousands of dollars. But there are other considerations now. The producer must put himself in the actor's place.
There's no stunt in the world that I would ask anybody to do that I won't do myself. When I saw the force of the water hit those two trained divers, I thought about Lisa's 98 pounds and about Lou's bad knee, and I said, there's no way that I would do it, so I'm not going to ask them to do it. We'll have to reconceive it and do it a different way.
I had to make a directorial decision whether it was more important to minimize the effect and use principles, or to have the full force, the impact with professional stunt people.
It has to have that force. We cannot bring this down to a level where it's safe and make it interesting. Therefore, we have to bring the level of the safety up to match the excitement of the shot. That's going to take a little time and planning.
It's disappointing, but I'll get it.
It's the end of a long day for the Jaws 3D crew. Instead of shipping a day's worth of film to the lab, the production company has to scramble now, make new schedules, and try to figure out how to make up lost time and lost money.
Because today was bad for us in the sense that we didn't get what we want. Bad for you because you came 6,000 miles to get it done. Neither of us got it, and we got to get it because that's the big money shot in the film.
I'll be back.
Even at the end of the day, there's still one more decision to be made. Who's going to call executive producer Alan Landsberg and tell him they still haven't got the money shot?
Who do you think's going to call Alan and tell him? You think that I'm going to get anybody else to do it? I get all the fun. Hello, Alan? We didn't get the shot. And then I just hang it up like that and say, see you on Monday.
Of course, they finally did get the money shot. During the last week of filming, two professional stunt people, Bobby Angel and Betty Raymond, were brought in as doubles for Lou Gossett and Lisa Mora. Although the money shot proved to be expensive, it cost the production company an extra $50,000. It also proved to be exciting and safe.